You're going to get a 12 by 18 inch piece of paper, and you're going to need a pencil. You are going to trace your arm and your hand. So we're not just tracing our hand. I gave you this long piece of paper so that you can trace kind of from your elbow. If you can see, here's my elbow, or my elbow is bending. I'm going to trace kind of from my elbow to my hand, and I am going to place my hand down and then holding my pencil straight up and down, not to the side, not this way, because you don't want it to go underneath your hand. You want to hold it straight up and down. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to trace around my hand, making sure that my hand doesn't move. My pencil is straight up and down. All the way off my paper. So there's my whole hand. Now you can see that I have, I'm wearing a watch here. So if you're wearing some kind of a watch or a bracelet or something, you can go ahead and you can kind of draw that watch in. I was also wearing a ring here, so I might go in and I might kind of put my ring, so you can kind of see the ring that I'm wearing on my hand. If you want to, you can go in and you could add your fingernails if you choose to do that. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you could add your fingernails, something like that. And then it looks like that fingernail is going to be more straight and not to the side, but this one's a little bit more to the side, the thumb, something along those lines. Anyway, once you're done tracing your hand, then you're going to go through and you're going to divide your hand into sections, and you'd have to decide what kind of lines that you could use. Here I use straight lines to kind of make the watch band. I could do a curved line. I could do a wavy line. I can do a zigzag line. You are going to decide how are you going to divide the space up into different sections. Maybe something like that. And then what might happen down here? How might you divide this space up? Do you want there to be long lines going this way? Do you want it to go straight across? I'm just trying to think of some different types of lines here that we could use. And you get to decide what kind of lines. Now there's a line chart at the beginning. If you notice, there's a line chart at the front of the room. So you could use the line chart to kind of help you create some different types of lines. Notice that I am not making my lines too close together, that I'm giving some different spaces in through here so that I can have room to put in pattern and design. So there is my hand. I'm going to do, I think, one more right there. So there's my hand broken up into the different spaces, into different areas. Once you are done with that, then you're going to be able to use this pattern and texture handout. There's one for every table. There's one of these for each table. You can share these at your table, put them in the middle so you can share, and then you can get out markers. And I'm going to ask that you only choose 3 markers at a time, similar to what we had before. And you're going to go ahead and you are going to decide what pattern or design are you going to put in. So I might decide, you see how I have these boxes here? I'm going to maybe do this one here. So I might decide in this area, I'm going to put a pattern of boxes. Oh. So something like that. And then I could decide that I'm going to go in with a different color. Now this is looking a little different than that, and that's okay. You can make up your own pattern and design. It doesn't have to match one of the ones that are on this paper. I'm noticing I made a little mistake here, didn't I? Right in here. And that's all right. But we're going to create different patterns and designs. And once we create a pattern in this section, we do not want to repeat that pattern. Your challenge is do not repeat the pattern in any other section. So I would not use this pattern at all anywhere else within my hand. If you finish adding pattern and design to your entire hand and there's still time left in the class, then what you can do is you can get out a pair of scissors and you can cut out your hand. And when you're done cutting out your hand, you'll put your name on the back of your hand and you're going to put it in your folder or turn it into the guest teacher. If you don't finish your hand, you definitely need to, well, put it in your folder anyway. Don't give it to the guest teacher. Put it in your folder anyway, whether you're done or not, and then we'll take a look at it when I get back, okay? So that is what you're going to do today once you're done gluing in all your gumballs into your circle. Have fun, take your time. I want to see fabulous hands. I have a plan for these. They're going to go on display. Do your best job. Have a great day, everybody.